Now the forecast with Brian Miskimins.
And Happy New Year's to you. I hope your 2014 is off to a great start. Out the door in the morning, we got quite a bit of fog out there tonight, and it's going to be with us all night long. Temperatures generally holding above freezing. One spot in town right now is at freezing. That's Vancouver. It's 32 degrees. Otherwise, everybody warming up to right about 40 degrees around noontime. Foggy conditions still hanging tough around some parts of the area. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. Will remain mostly cloudy. A few sunbreaks popping up. A chance of some showers moving in after 6 o'clock. The better chance of steady rain moves in later on tomorrow night. Now, fantastic photos being sent in to us by you, the viewer. This one sent in to us from Elizabeth Martin from the Pittock Mansion sunrise. You can see the fog overlying the city. And Vince sending in this photo of the Pacific City sunset tonight. Thanks so much, Vince, for sending that in. Of course, if you get a great one, send them in to us, news@KOIN.com. Some warm spots on our weather net today. 54 for Lincoln City as well as Bend. Milwaukee coming in at 53 degrees, and Portland, Alpenrose Dairy coming in at 52 degrees. 50s, 40s, and 50s along the coast. 39, all the better you can do in Eugene because of those low clouds and fog hanging tough there. 51 in the sunshine, though, in Redmond, and 48 at K Falls, 47 in Medford. And at this hour, 32 in Vancouver, as mentioned. Otherwise, everybody else, 36 to right about 39 degrees. And temperatures aren't going to fall too much further. All these watches and warnings, all courtesy of this ridge of high pressure, because we're just kind of stuck in the dense air. And the dense fog advisory up for the I-5 corridor, air stagnation advisory up for central and eastern Oregon, as well as far southwestern Oregon. Zooming out, though, across the rest of the state, really nothing to speak of as far as any moisture. That's going to roll in later on tomorrow. We get a little bit of a break. This is Thursday night and Friday system. This is a very fast-moving system, and it's really not going to bring us much in the way of rain or mountain snow. That'll come up later on as we go into the 7-day forecast. I'll show you that here in a minute. Here we are, paused at 9 o'clock. You can see that rain moves in. Maybe a quick inch or two up in the mountains Thursday night and early Friday morning. But notice how we go into Friday morning, we're already starting to dry out very quickly. So I think Friday actually turns out to be a pretty nice day in the afternoon. We'll get some clearing. Saturday, we're going to see the east wind return once we get rid of some morning fog. And then Sunday looks actually sunny and breezy at this point. So let's break down your forecast. Out along the coast, rain likely by evening, highs in the upper 40s. Fog and clouds for the I-5 corridor, 39, all the better you can do for Eugene. Rain possible late in the day, 45 for Kelso, with a better chance of rain there in the afternoon. 47 for the Dalles. Valley freezing fog, otherwise partly sunny day. 42 in the afternoon for Burns. For the Cascades, it's partly sunny skies there. Free air freezing level at 8,000 feet. Rain moving in late in the day, probably after 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And here in the Portland metropolitan area, fog and clouds. Rain possible towards evening. Daytime highs generally low to mid 40s across the metropolitan area. A little bit cooler on the west side of town. 43 at the airport. 47 for Clackamas and Milwaukee. After morning lows in the mid 30s across the entire area. Your next 3 days, there's that quick shot of rain Thursday night and Friday morning. The east wind returns Saturday afternoon. That clears us out. As we go into Sunday, that looks sunny, breezy, and cool. And then a breezy and clouding up day on Monday. Mountain snow, though. I mentioned that in the before we went to break. It looks like Tuesday and Wednesday now, Ken, we may get a few inches of mountain snow. And right now, we're taking what we can get because it's kind of been a slow start to the season. But there are some signs that we may finally start ramping up as we go into the middle of January.
Yeah, the skiers are itching to get up there and start doing what they do.
Definitely.
All right, thanks, Brian.